Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings. Tarot Readings from Hell. This is your mid-month reading, 15th to the 31st of July 2018. So Universe, what's coming in for Sagittarius for the month of, for the last 2 weeks in July 2018? What's coming in for Sagittarius in the last 2 weeks of July 2018? Show me. Okay, let's split the deck into three. 1, 2, 3. We'll collect that back up like so. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go. Alright, so who are you guys in the last 2 weeks of July 2018? You're the Two of Swords. You're a little bit of a mental crossroads, aren't you? The Two of Swords can be to be in two minds, or it can mean that you're, it depends with this card, it can either mean self-focus, being in two minds, or blocking people out, blocking your emotions out. I'm inclined to say at the moment that you're in two minds. Now, the reason that everything is happening here, Sagittarius, is because of a King of Wands. So the King of Wands can be like you're a Sagittarius, but usually is seen as a Leo or an Aries individual. Could be a fire sign male, for example. For purposes of the reading, fire sign male or female. But there's a person here which you're in two minds about, okay? And in the recent past, or in the past, you guys have experienced the stars. Hope. Goals being achieved, wishes being manifested, inspiration with the star in the reverse, sorry, in the upright. I think that you've experienced, you know, a wish come true with the star energy showing you. Some really good stuff you've experienced in the past with that star energy. But your challenge is the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Your challenge, Sagittarius, is letting down your guard with that Seven of Wands in the reverse. And as a result of that, the energy around you will be the Ace of Swords energy. So the Ace of Swords energy is all about you guys coming to clarity, mental clarity. So the energy around you is all about mental clarity with this Ace of Swords in the upright. Or it could be communication. Three things with the Ace of Swords in the upright. Communication is number 1. Clear thoughts, number 2, beginning of a plan of action, number 3, okay? The most likely outcome for the last 2 weeks in July will be the Three of Wands. So I think that you're looking to, it's either that you're turning your back on this individual or you're looking to launch something new. We'll find out what that is. And I'm going to see what you're looking towards when I place the card here. Immediate future shows as the Six of Cups. So I think that you have a very strong, I don't always read this as a past card. The more that I read on the Six of Cups, it's more about love and support and kindness and feeling that you've got a kindred spirit. So I think you're going to be experiencing a kindred spirit in someone here with this Six of Cups showing up in the immediate future. Sometimes this is the past though. Influence is coming in. You're going to need to have some confidence. You've got the strength energy. Hopes would be the Knight of Cups. Could be an offer of love or an offer of, or an expression of love from maybe this individual here with the Knight of Cups. And the overall outcome shows the Four of Coins. Okay, so that's a difficult card to interpret. It can be that you're gaining something here with the Four of Coins. It might be that you're gaining something with the Four of Coins. We'll see what that's about in the outcome. So let's have a look at why you guys are in two minds. Why is Sagittarius showing as being in two minds with the Two of Swords in the last 2 weeks of July? Why is Sagittarius showing as being in two minds in the last 2 weeks of July 2018? The Empress in the upright. Sorry, I hadn't turned those around. I think that you're in two minds as to whether either... the Empress is all about love and nurturing. So you might be in two minds here regarding, it could be regarding a person, this Empress energy, or it could be regarding somebody's intentions or their behaviour with the Empress, but it's not reversed. So, you know, this Empress energy shows here, it might be renewing something here. It might be that you've got the Judgment energy showing there as well, and the Judgment is renewal. So it might be that you're in two minds. Maybe you're in two minds as to whether you want to renew, you know, a nurturing relationship, or you want to renew nurturing someone in a relationship, caring for them, loving them, that type of thing with the Empress energy. Because the Empress energy, and I'm not really reading on pregnancy or anything like that, so that doesn't come into it for me, but I think that you're in two minds as to whether you want to renew loving someone, caring for someone here, because the reason is this King of Wands. And why is the King of Wands the reason that everything is happening for Sagittarius? Why is the King of Wands the reason that everything is happening for Sagittarius? Right, so this person left. There was an ending with this person with the death energy showing here, and the world as well. So there was an ending, and possibly it could be there was an ending and the entering of a new phase here with this world energy showing up here. But I don't think it is. I think there was an ending, and both cards are signalling an ending of a phase with this individual. Okay, so this ended. Something ended with this individual, and now you guys are in two minds as whether you want to renew, you know, building this relationship, nurturing this relationship with the Empress energy showing here, because there was an ending with this individual. Now, in the past, you guys experienced the star. Something hopeful happened. What's the star about? What's the star about? Right, so I think that you guys experienced something really positive with an Emperor. Could be an Aries male, for example. It doesn't have to be a male, but this would be usually a man is the Emperor. So I think that you, or somebody who has great control, great skill as an individual, somebody who's very strong, very protective. And I think that you experience something really positive with a person like this. But your challenge is letting your guard down with the Seven of Wands. What's this Seven of Wands about? What's this Seven of Wands reversed about? Well, the Four of Swords. So this is all about you guys taking time out, withdrawing. So your challenge is taking your guard down with that Seven of Wands. Because I think that you've been probably single for some of you guys for a long time with that Four of Swords. You've withdrawn from the idea of love. Some of you guys might have had a separation, maybe in a marriage, for example, or a long-term relationship. You do have the Hierophant card here. Hierophant is about marriage and unions, strong unions, and the Four of Swords talks about separation and withdrawals. So it might be this person withdrew from your relationship. It might be this person here. So I think your challenge is, well, you know, I don't trust anyone. Seven of Wands reversed. I'm finding it difficult to let my guard down because somebody, you know, walked out on our relationship. They walked out on our marriage with that Four of Swords and the Hierophant energy. And it's this person really that you'd want to take the chance on, because something positive with this person. It might be a male boss for some of you ladies as well. Somebody that you work with, somebody you've got a real connection with. But, you know, whoever the Emperor is for you, your challenge is letting your guard down to that person, because this person here walked out. They walked out, they called time on your marriage, on your union, on your partnership. Now, as a result of that, the energy around you in the last 2 weeks of July will be this Ace of Swords. And what's this Ace of Swords about? This is communication, I think. What's this Ace of Swords about? The Moon in reverse. So something, there's communication here. It's all about something being revealed with that Moon energy. But what is known and what is realised is that, no, I think that this isn't communication. I think that this is a realisation, mental realisation, because it's all about the Moon reverse. And this is the awareness now that you need to leave the past behind and look towards the future. You need to look to better times ahead here. And that's what the realisation is for some of you Saggies in the last 2 weeks of July. You can't keep harping on about this person. Okay, and I think the renewal of the Empress energy showing here, I think that really you've blocked out. I don't think it's in two minds at all. I think what's going on with some of you Saggies is with that Two of Swords, is you've blocked out your nurturing and caring feelings here. Because there's, you know, you've made some form of a judgment energy showing there. I'll see what comes after judgment. There you go, the Eight of Swords. I think that you've made a judgment here that you don't want to be in any more relationships with that Eight of Swords. Alright, you've made a judgment that maybe for some of you guys, I'm no good in relationships. I'm never going to have a good relationship, because this is negative thinking. You know, you've made this judgment, you've made this call on that, and you've said, you know what, actually, I'm never going to be in a good relationship. There's a lot of negative talk that you've been saying to yourself with that judgment and the Eight of Swords, and you're basically blocking out who you are, who you naturally are, Sagittarius. A very caring, a very loving, a very nurturing individual, somebody who wants marriage. You've blocked out the idea of maybe getting pregnant for some of you guys, maybe having marriage for some of you guys with the Empress, maybe finding true love with this Empress energy, finding your perfect soulmate with the Empress, because you've made a judgment, I'm never going to have this with the Eight of Swords energy. And the reason that that's all happening is because this person left. They called time, death, ended the relationship, ending of the phase is also the world energy showing here. So both cards represent endings as well, especially the death card, but the world as well. So this person left. And in the past, or recent past, you guys met somebody else, the Star and the Emperor. So there was something really positive happening here, in which you had this Emperor entering your life, but your challenge is taking down your guard, because this dude here called time on your partnership, your marriage, your relationship. But I think as a result of that, the energy around you is saying, look, you're going to have to just, you know, look at things in reality. And what you need to look at is the moon reversed. What are you telling yourself? You need to be honest with yourself with this moon. You need to kind of come out of this illusion. And you need to be honest with yourself and very self-aware that you need to turn your back on the past and look to the future. And as a result of that, the energy around you guys, the most likely outcome will be the Three of Wands. And what's this Three of Wands about? The Queen of Wands in the reverse, showing here. And this is you, Sagittarius. So what the most likely outcome will be, what you guys are looking towards is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I don't think that this is another person, it's you. What you're looking towards in the future is really being less trusting of relationship, because she doesn't trust when she's reversed. She's very suspicious and she's very nervous. And whenever I get a card like the Three of Wands, this is what this person's looking to do in the future. So you guys are looking to be a little bit more on your guard around relationships, I think. The most likely outcome will be, if you do stick with whoever this person is, you're going to be very, very guarded as an individual. But coming in, you've got this lovely Six of Cups energy. What's the Six of Cups about? And I think that this is about spending some time with this individual here. What's this Six of Cups about? What's this Six of Cups about? There you go, the Two of Cups. It's lovely. It's lovely. I think that what you're going to experience in the immediate future, Sagittarius, is a really strong soulmate connection, because the Six of Cups is family, okay? And this is the connection. So this is a family connection. Some of you guys, it might simply be a family connection here, seeing family, for example. And some of you guys, it's really feeling very connected, or this person wants to show you that they're very connected to you with that Six of Cups and the Two of Cups energy. Absolutely stunning, stunning card. And influence is coming in. You're going to have to be strong with the Strength card. You're going to have to need inner confidence. You're going to have a bit of self-belief with that Strength card. And we'll see why that is with the Strength energy, what this is about. Because good things are happening. You've got the Nine of Cups. But you're going to have to try and believe in that energy showing up here. You really are, because somebody really did something to you. And even though I think you really like whoever this person is here, you don't trust them. This is why you're looking in the future with that Three of Wands to being less than... So you're not going to be looking to be all rare with them, you know. You're not going to... Obviously, you're not going to look to jump into bed with them or anything straight away with that Queen of Wands in the reverse. But you will more than likely look to be a little bit more tactile, a little bit more careful around this individual here. But the universe is saying that there's a real connection coming in for you in the immediate future. And you're really going to have some self-belief with that Strength energy, because good things with that Nine of Cups are happening. You know, good things are really, really happening. And your hopes will be the Knight of Cups energy. Knight of Cups is all about love. And, you know, you believe in romance. And your hopes are to have true romance with this Knight of Cups energy showing up here. True romance that is balanced. That helps you to balance your emotions out with the Temperance. And that's you. Because Temperance is a Sagittarius card. So this is about you managing water and fire, managing these opposing feelings that you have. So your hopes will be that this love that is being offered to you is something that you can actually manage with the Temperance energy. That you're going to be able to kind of get right, if you like. The overall outcome shows is Four of Coins. I think that this might be you guys. Let's have a look what this is. What's this Four of Coins about? Well, the King of Pentacles reversed is what this is about. I think that this isn't what I would read as a person. I would say that the overall outcome is you guys holding back a little bit here with the Four of Coins, being a little bit selfish, and also refusing. You know, I could say maybe you're refusing having somebody who is only after the one thing with the King of Pentacles, because he's really driven by his desires with the King of Pentacles energy showing there. Okay. I think that this is you guys holding back. I think that you're being very cautious. Because for some reason you believe this person is a King of Pentacles reversed. You believe that they're not interested in true love. They're only interested in getting what they can get. And you're refusing, I think, to bring a King of Pentacles reversed into your home. The Four of Wands. I think that you're refusing to bring that type of dude in. So you say, I'm going to take... This is why you're being... Because the most likely outcome is you guys looking towards being more cautious, more careful with that Queen of Wands reversed. In the most likely outcome for the last 2 weeks in July 2018. But the overall outcome from that is you guys refusing to bring any kind of untruthful what's the word I'm looking for? King of Pentacles reverse is somebody who's not looking for a traditional relationship. All he's looking for is sex and a good time. So you're refusing to bring such a person into your home here. And what you're doing is you're paying attention, I think, with this Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I think that you're being very, very careful here, because you're, you know, trying to tap into your intuition with this High Priestess energy. It might also be that your intuition is that if you offer love with this Queen of Cups energy, it's going to be rejected with the Four of Cups as well. Okay, if you open yourself up, you'll be rejected probably with this Four of Cups energy. So you can see that the Queen of Cups here has got her cup held out. So she's offering love from herself. But this cup that she's holding out is being rejected. So it's almost like you feel that if you do let your guard down, this person's going to reject you. It's a really weird reading. It's a sad reading in a way that you would let somebody affect you to such an extent. But I do get it. I really do get it, because it happens to the best of us. We're going to go through this reading again. It's good things are happening for you, okay? They really are happening for some of you guys in the last 2 weeks of July 2018. But this reading reminds me of another reading that I did. I can't remember who it was for, but they had real love coming in, or I don't know whether it's true love. It might have been true love. You can never really tell with the tarot sometimes, especially when you get Ace of Cups. That's not always true love. Sometimes that's fantasy, or sometimes that's infatuation. You know, it's all of that type of thing. But, you know, you guys are kind of blocking out your more nurturing side, I think, with this Empress energy. And I think that you've made a decision, a big decision, to keep yourself to yourself with the Eight of Swords energy. You just don't trust anyone here. And it's all because there's a King of Wands here. Could have been a fire sign like you, could have been otherwise. But there's a king here who ended the relationship and possibly, you know, moved on to something else. You've got this Death and World energy showing there. Now, in the recent past, you guys probably met someone here, the Star, okay? There was something really positive that happened with an Empress. Somebody who looks protective, who looks like they can be trusted, who looks very stable as a person, who's really good at bringing order and balance into people's life. But your challenge is taking down your guard with the Seven of Wands, being less defensive, because this person here withdrew from the marriage that you were in, or withdrew from the relationship. Now, as a result of that, the energy around you is all about finding the truth within yourself with the Ace of Swords, because you know, you are very aware with that Moon in the reverse that you really need to leave the past behind and focus on the future with the Eight of Cups energy. However, the most likely outcome for some of you Saggies will be you're still going to be looking to put your guard up with that Queen of Wands energy in the reverse. You're still looking to give this person a little bit of a hard time with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, just to make it a little bit harder for them, because you don't trust simple as yet. Coming in, you might experience something lovely with this person, a beautiful connection with that Six of Cups and Two of Cups. As if you've known them your whole life. It will be a very spiritual feeling, a very spiritual experience that you have with this Emperor energy here. And you're going to have to you know that you're going to need strength. And that strength will all be about you guys being happy about this situation. Because you won't allow yourself to feel optimistic, you see. But you're going to have strength. You're going to need to have strength. Influence is coming in a strength. That is the confidence to feel good about this situation. Because what you're hoping for is a Knight of Cups to come in. Someone who's going to help you to manage your feelings, help you to balance things out. The outcome, though, for some of you guys sees you be refusing to bring in the type of individual, King of Pentacles reverse, who's only out for themselves, only out for one thing, into your home with that Four of Wands energy, because you're being cautious here. Your intuition with the High Priestess is telling you that you need to hold back a little bit, study this individual and be very cautious, because you're worried that if you do start to open up to this person, they'll only end up rejecting you again. So I think that really the reading is saying you've got some good stuff coming in. But in a way, I do agree with you, in a way, Sagittarius, that you would be more cautious of lovers coming in after you've been let down. I do get it. I really do get it. So if this resonates with you, I understand. And I think that in a way you are in the right, that you do need to be a little bit, not so guarded, but, you know, not so open and so free when you've just met someone. And that's the right thing to do. But also remember that sometimes negative thought processes like this can really sabotage relationships in the long run. So while I think it's worth some of you guys, if this resonates with you, just taking a little bit of a step back and not being so open immediately, just getting to know someone, which is what I think that the undertone of what you're doing is based in negativity for some of you guys. So I think that you need to carry on doing what you're doing, which is being a little bit more, distant, just a little bit, just so you can get to know someone without all of the lovey-dovey stuff, you know, rushing in. I think it's right not to rush in, which I think you're definitely right about not doing that with this area here, and this area here, and this area here. I think that you need to let go, though, of the negative thought that this person's going to hurt you, because if you think they're going to hurt you, then in some way, shape or form, it's going to manifest. So keep up the good work with taking this situation one step at a time, Sagittarius, but lose the negative undertones for why you're doing it. Okay, that's your reading for the last 2 weeks in July 2018. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.